So what's the big deal about vitamin D? Why is this one thing so all-encompassing? And the reason is that because when this one particular thing, and when you have enough of it, your DNA is able to copy any genes that it wants. And the primary thing that vitamin D does is it regulates the gut microbiome. And of course, this makes sense because in the old days when we were hunter-gatherers and your vitamin D level was low, it was winter, and you would be healthier with a different gut microbiome. Now, in the summer, when the D level is high, there's two different ways that vitamin D will actually regulate the gut microbiome, but you're never going to maintain the right microbiome without an evolutionary level of vitamin D. And I want my level always above 50. I never want it to go low. I really don't. And it'll drop quickly, especially if you have sleep apnea and you're not supplementing a high dose. So the answer to that question is the actual microbiome on your skin is regulated by vitamin D. Vitamin D allows you to create something called anti-microbial cathelicidins. And these are little proteins that actually will dictate the type, variety of bacteria and everything on you. This is why COVID is so affected by vitamin D, is those are antiviral, antibacterial proteins. You make them in your lungs, you make them in your nose, you make them on your skin, you make them in your gut. And these will dictate your microbes. When I raised my vitamin D level, my body odor changed. I had a completely different set of microbes. First of all, staying out of the sun is dangerous. It's the dumbest thing ever. But you can't just go in the sun and fry yourself. So to anyone listening, don't drop everything and run outside, because I do get that. Patients become in sunburn and say, well, what happened? Well, I wanted vitamin D. And I like to use this analogy. So when you start to work out, you don't go to the gym on your first day and bench press 300 pounds. You got to build up slowly. You have to learn, what do I do? Do I eat this? Do I hydrate? All these different things that you learn around fitness. This needs to be applied to the sun. And it wouldn't be needed if we all still lived outdoors. It wouldn't make a difference. You'd be eating natural whole foods. You'd be eating the animals that you kill or the seafood that you catch. You'd be outside in the spring. And as the days got longer, your tan would get darker. And this would be irrelevant. Here we are, we're living in these little boxes that are really cages. And we think this is normal. This is not our natural habitat. And that's the problem. It's not just vitamin D, it's all these other elements that we've literally cut ourselves off from, thinking that we're different, we're civilized. That's why my book is called The Modern Epidemic. It's literally the disease of modern living caused by a separation of the human animal from its natural habitat.
DoctorsToTrust.com. Please share this video with loved ones.